Future perfect tense. All actions that are done in future or that can be seen in future are called future perfect. Now see the how to make sentences. Active voice. Subject plus shall have, will have plus past participle plus object. In the passive voice, object plus shall have, will have, being plus past participle. Now see the first example, active voice. The academician will have completed his project by tomorrow. Passive voice. His project will have been completed by the academician by tomorrow. Active voice. The discoverer will have printed all the brochures before the event starts. Passive voice. All the brochures will have been printed by the discoverer before the event starts. Active voice. The caterer will have cooked the dinner by the time they come home. Passive voice. The dinner will have been cooked by the caterer by the time they come home. Active voice. The benefactor will have packed the package by tomorrow afternoon. Passive voice. The packages will have been packed by the benefactor by tomorrow afternoon. Active voice. The choreographer will have painted the room before the guests arrive. Passive voice. The room will have been painted by the choreographer before the guests arrive. Active voice. The ceramist will have polished the silverware before dinner. Passive voice. The silverware will have been polished by the ceramist before the dinner. Active voice. The chronicler will have written his autobiography by the time he turned 50. Passive voice. His autobiography will have been written by the chronicler by the time he turned 50. Active voice. The dairyman will have harvested the crops by the first frost. Passive voice. The crops will have been harvested by the dairyman by the first frost. Active voice. The cameraman will have captured all photos before sunset. Passive voice. All the photos will have been captured by the cameraman before sunset. Active voice. The consultee will have saved enough money to buy a house by next year. Passive voice. Enough money will have been saved by the consultee to buy a house by next year. Active voice. The conservationist will have published the first novel by next year. Passive voice. The first novel will have been published by the conservationists by next year. Active voice. The communicator will have designed the website by the end of the project. Passive voice. The website will have been designed by the communicator by the end of the project. Active voice. The contractor will have renovated their kitchen by next spring. Passive voice. Their kitchen will have been renovated by the contractor by next spring. Active voice. The astronomer will have prepared all documents before the meeting starts. Passive voice. All the document will have been prepared by the astronomer before the meeting starts. Active voice. The decorator will have planted all flowers before the rainy season. Passive voice. All the flowers will have been planted by the decorator before the rainy season. Active voice. The chemist will have trained the new employees by the start of next month. Passive voice. New employees will have been trained by the chemist by the start of next month. Active voice. The ballet dancer will have booked the tickets by this evening. Passive voice. The ticket will have been booked by the ballet dancer by this evening. Active voice. The archaeologist will have explored the entire city by the end of our trip. Passive voice. The entire city will have been explored by the archaeologists by the end of our trip. Active voice. She will have taken the medicine before going to bed. Passive voice. The medicine will have been taken by her before going to bed. Active voice. The ballet dancer will have written the invitation by tomorrow. Passive voice. The invitation will have been written by the ballet dancer by tomorrow. Active voice. The carpenter will have fixed the broken window before the storm. Passive voice. The broken window will have been fixed by the carpenter before the storm. Active voice. The chemist will have paid all bills by the end of the week. Passive voice. All the bills will have been paid by the chemist by the end of the week. Active voice. The contractor will have completed the bridge constructions by the deadline. Passive voice. The bridge will have been completed by the contractor by the deadline. Active voice. The contributor will have delivered all parcels by evening. Passive voice. All the parcels will have been delivered by the contributor by evening. Active voice. The apprentice will have gained enough experience for the promotion by next year. Passive voice. Enough experience will have been gained by the apprentice for the promotion by the next year. Active voice. The anthropologist will have finished the painting by the exhibition date. Passive voice. The painting will have been finished by the anthropologist by the exhibition date. Active voice. The carpenter will have assembled all furniture by the time you come back. Passive voice. The furniture will have been assembled by the carpenter by the time you come back. Active voice. The medical examiner will have uploaded the files before the deadline. Passive voice. The files will have been uploaded by the medical examiner before the deadline. Active voice. The comedian will have created the presentation by tomorrow morning. Passive voice. The presentation will have been created by the comedian by the tomorrow morning. Active voice. The consultant will have signed the agreement by the end of the meeting. passive voice. The agreement will have been signed by the consultant by the end of the meeting. In the next tutorial, I will bring you tenses in English grammar with meaningful lessons. Please subscribe my channel and hit the bell icons to get latest videos notification and share my video among your friends. See you in future video.